Ronin has found himself a nice little wave in which they can ride, and I don't see them kind of falling off anytime soon. But this new Goons roster, they can prove me wrong tonight on Fight Night, and that's what Fight Night is all about, Val. It's about, you know, setting up the stage for the players to come out and perform and show us what they got, and also show the community as well. So we'll see if new Goons can come out and make a statement, or Ronin and just, you know, remind us why they're the best team in Latin America.
And to our spectator in the back, can we please go on Monkey's point of view?
Monkeys? Ooh.
Monkeys, okay. Monkeys, he put on a huge show in Vegas. I really want to see what he's doing tonight. We're going to kick things off right here. Welcome back to Fight Night. New Goons against Ronin on Impact. And Blaze, here we go. Monkeys, one of the top slayers that we've seen all event in Vegas. This is supposed to be. Let's see, you know, if he's gonna have a little slumber right now.
From what I've heard and from what I've seen is that Monkeys is just a freak of nature, and just, you know, the times in which he clutched up, for him to really go out and perform the way he did in Vegas, he just shows that, hey, you know what, there is no pressure. I'm having fun with my boys. We're gonna go out and we're gonna win some money. We're gonna do the best that we can, and he showed that to us, and we're on board with him to kick this one off.
And here he goes on the flank right now. He threw a big smoke grenade. He has an advantage to go ahead and get the flank on Reflame, but Piglois, he takes out both Sleeper and Chaos for headshots, and Critical has to push his 1v1 in the home hill, but it's now turned into a 2v1 as he gets the kill on Adverse, and just like that, they take their home hill. They have a great setup right now.
They really did. They got into that home hill quick. This was a quick round. You see all the rest of the Ronin players coming off respawn, trying to make it to the hill, but the chunks coming out, and B does get capped. And that's one of the quickest.
Fast.
47, I remember that time. 47 seconds, first round on Impact. And that comes to them, you know, pretty much coming out and winning those team fights. Ronin, woo!
That's not common to see. When you look at this map, there's a lot of team fire. There's a level of progress you have to go through in order to get triple caps that fast. So when you're able to capitalize that early, that's huge. That's huge momentum shift.
Man, I almost felt like the way that Ronin placed that boom shot down so quick, the way how fast that first round went down, that Ronin was like, man, let's lose it, you know? They were, you know, they knew the boom shot was going down. This is the fight that they wanted. The fight that they had in first round, which revolved around that B hill, compared to the fight now on the tail end of this plane, is completely different. So I'm looking for big things out of Ronin this round.
Smoke's coming out. We have Piglois in a huge 1v1 as he takes out Chaos. The boom shot is still down. B hill has not been captured. Kills swept up, and just like that, 4 down.
I love it.
Goons.
I love it. We'll see if they can get this domination that's coming through. Monkeys is left in a 1v1 situation. And this is actually Cardi. I want to say Cardi, this is him getting aggressive on the home hill of Ronin. And he's trying to win this fight, and he's not able to. Let's see, 2 players in a hill. The A hill gets decapped, but I want to say the boom shot is in his area. And that's it, folks.
What is going on?
You know what?
What is going on, man?
No, it sounds like Ronin has done their homework. And Ronin has heard what I've been preaching for so long.
What is that, Blaze?
Yo, losing the first round isn't a bad thing, because you get to set the tempo of the map, especially on a map like Impact, where you have only 3 weapon spawn locations compared to other maps that have maybe 6, maybe 7. You know, they come out and they say, hey, we lose it. We put the boom shot down right away. New Goons lose that. They might put nades down there, and it's a completely different fight from Ronin. Fighting by cockpit and fighting by tail, 2 completely different situations, and it looks like Ronin set up the map the way that they wanted to play it.
But it's all going to come down to execution. Okay, you put the nades down to counter the boom shot pickup, but you're still going to have to go ahead and get the nades fast and first, because if Ronin gets their hands on that boom shot, they're all power weapon experts, you know, that'll be all she wrote. So we're going to pretty much see it basically one person going.
Yeah, that's a 1v1 fight.
Yeah, that was a 2v1.
Yeah, you have the guy coming in pinching from the B side. Reflame's getting super aggressive, and he's not taking no shots to the back end, but they do give up the nades, and this guy's tossing nades as he's trying to run away, and Sweeper's able to turn on Reflame, and that's going to be 3 down right off the jump.
Crack has the boom shot. He goes there, gets the first kill with Sleeper. One more boom shot. He has to play it extremely safe. His teammate is in a terrible situation, but he saves him with a boom shot, hitting Resonite, and here they are in the 2v1. Lancer fire spraying everywhere right now. They have to go ahead and win this 2v2 before they lose. Just like that, Crack goes out. Adverse chasing down the kill. Might be a bad play, and he's down. Yeah, but the quick rebounds coming in. You see all the team fire from New Goons right over the top, and they're going to be able to clean up that kill. So no early domination in that round. You know, it's just a lot of chaos. So now Ronin's saying, hey, let's get these hills capped up. Our home hill and a neutral hill reset. That new boom shot's probably going to be about maybe 1:30 currently from respawning.
And so we'll see how does New Goons want to set up. What are they going to prioritize? This B Hill or trying to get some map control for the New Goons?
I'm not going to lie, Blaze. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. When Ronin was up and they had numbers and map control, how they just kept pushing into the other team's spawn. When you have that advantage, you have to set back, you have to set up a perimeter and just pull out your Lancers. There's no need to fight those fights.
Yeah.
Not at all. So now we're going to have to see Ronin go ahead and fight back for that map control that they had in the beginning of the round.
Yeah, and you know what? At the end of the day, they still got plenty of time to work with. They was able to get that 2-cap early on and get that point lead. So, but it's only a slight point lead. Chaos getting overly aggressive. He's going to get shot down and cleaned up as well. Let's see who's going to win a fight for the second boom shot of the map.
This is what I like to see. Textbook gameplay from New Goons right now as they're setting up with their Lancers. Some people, they like to run around with their shotguns, but if you set up a good perimeter of team fire, you're able to win these fights easily. As Critical goes ahead, he takes down the Adverse, and they're setting up angles all around the map. There's 3 players right now on Ronin protecting the A hill, and we're going to see a rush really soon from New Goons.
Yes, we are. We're on board with Cracking. He's on a sneaky flank. Chaos, I'm not sure if Chaos knows he's in this position, but he is looking in that direction. He definitely knows now. Going to get some shots in. He scores to back out. All right, so Boom and Nades both picked up by New Goons. All right, let's see what they can do with it. Now they got this lead as well by about 15 or so points. This rotation is going to be coming out towards B. Now they may actually choose to hold a 2-cap the rest of the game. I think, you know, they're able to clean up the rest of these kills with these boom shots. I think that's their best option.
All right, this is a position you do not want to be in if you're Ronin. You're going to have to push out, which is what they're doing. We see Desnod going ahead for the C-Hill cap. Critical takes out Desnod and Chaos in the 1v2.
Yes,
boom shot control, map control. What more do you need if you're New Goons?
You know what? Man, New Goons, they got it all, and you know we see their rotations in a way in which they set it up.
Like that.
Yeah, you know they're all good friends with these Ronin guys, but they know just hey, we can beat them. You know what I'm saying? We got the talent as well. We're getting better. The skill gap in Gears 4 is steadily closing. You know, it took us about a year and a half, but you know
we got there, baby.
We're finally to that point.
Adverse in a sticky situation right now. He's getting hit with Lancer fire. He couldn't get out the way as X-Boys goes ahead and takes him out with a frag grenade. Cardio with the boom shot. Misses the first one, gets taken out by Chaos.
That home
I wonder if there's a boom shot on the ground. No, because they need to go ahead and get a triple cap.
This round is over. I see a guy kind of pushing over there towards that C-Hill, but he's not going to make it in there in time. And New Goons, they played their situation perfectly. Once you get those 2 nades and those 2 boom shots as well, no point in making that change. Now, we got Sleeper fighting on top of the 1v1 position by the B-Hill, also fighting for nades as well. Those dual spawns are open, so I'm thinking Marksa, he has the long-range potential as well. We know how deadly he is with it. Unless they want to go top cockpit and put incense down, you know, that's going to change the fight up a little bit. Maybe the block is. I think the dual spawns is the most important one, but they're making that decision now. And the cockpit being hovered over. And yeah, they said, well, let's just go ahead and block this.
Keep the fight
not
there.
Make the fight too staticky. And, you know, Sleeper, he's a jack of all trades. Rather, if you put Hammer Burst, Marks, Botox in that position, whatever it may be, he'll come out on top.
Oh, he's definitely a utility player, which will be exciting to see if they put down dual weapons. But we're going to go ahead and see a power push for the boom shot with 1 player going towards nades. It's going to be extremely exciting. We're going to see a lot of we're going to see a lot of smoke and gunfire at the tail. Boom shot in favor of New Goons. Ronin Adverse is taken out by X-Boys. Boom shot is picked up by Crack, and they retreat, which was extremely smart on New Goons' part.
Ooh, nice boom shot. Crack should have placed it down. But what I noticed in that is that Ronin, they're man down for these boom shot fights. At first, you know, you think that Sleeper's contesting that 1v1 by himself, but he has help from another teammate as well. So they need to, if they're going to be baiting out that boom, they need to acquire those nades quicker and get them tossed through mid-map to try to pick up some of those kills.
Well, it's really all about execution. If you're going there with less numbers, and domination is coming through, it's looking pretty good for New Goons. But if you're going in for a huge fight,
big mistake.
You have to be able to execute fast. You can't stall.
That Kansas, big mistake on his part. You know, he thought that hill was not capped. So when he touched it once, he backed out, and in reality, it was the B hill or the opposite home hill, in which was being capped up. Because usually if that hill is being capped up, you touch it with 1 foot, it resets. So that's what he thought the situation was. But he could have fought that 1v1 in that hill, and that round would have been over so quickly. But Ronin, in their map pick,
they're getting a spanking.
Yeah, and so
what is going on, man?
So these are the marks in which I said, you know, I was hoping to get put down. Now their strategy kind of works in a sense, because Sleeper can go and get the Marksa and he can rotate down, And so now you need that extra guy to be had because he needs to make sure that those nades aren't picked up. But if Ronin's whole strategy is to be baiting out this boom shot, they can't allow new Goons to quick pick it and run away.
But now that Ronin's actually sending one extra player to go ahead and get that mark, so they really have to capitalize on this boom shot where new Goons are sending.
They didn't even get it. They sent all 5. They baited out that mark.
You're right.
All 5 on a boom. They haven't got in a position for a quick pick just yet. Now, Exploits, he gets in, he gets one. Revive's coming through, but the kills are there. Crack looking to save his team, and he gets the revive. And Ronin's gonna lose that engagement. Nade's gonna get picked up. Boom's still on the ground, but there's the nades. That's the double nades in which you want. But Cardia, that's a boom. That's not a free boom.
That was a huge 1v1. He's in another 1v1. Let's see if Cardia against Monkeys. He has a meat shield. He drops it.
Oh, he tried to pick it in front of his face.
He tried it. So this 1v1 has to be made in order to get boom shot. And Monkeys takes out Cardia to pick up the boom shot.
And you can pick it up on that cover. That's the safe spot on it. And so the boom shot does get backed out. Also, the marks for Ronin got picked up as well. So no hills are capped because now players don't typically cap their home hills. They realize that that's something that can be capped up later on in the round. Is not priority in the beginning of the rounds anymore. What's priority is power weapons and map control.
I have a question, Blaze. We see Monkeys right now with the boom shot in the 2v1 situation. Is the boom shot needed for those fights?
You know what, Bill? I believe that they're not. You know, if you find yourself in a 2v1, you got to be able to assess that situation quickly. He tried to bank it off the backhand. But if Desert didn't get that chunk, he would have got a double kill with both of them. So just communication. But, you know, that's one of those risky booms that it's like, okay, yeah, you shoot that. What do you equate from it? It's not like that boom shot's on a home hill side of new Goons where you can get it and Desert can quickly be in a position and decap that home. That's one of those, you know, shaky boom shot situations in which I've been critical on a lot of players. Being able to properly assess that and knowing when to use those booms to accomplish something greater.
Run away, man. Monkeys got caught out in a 1v1 scenario where there is a... Monkeys takes out Critical in a circumstance I was not expecting. So now he's going to go ahead and push this 1v1 with his teammates' help against Exploits. He takes him out with a headshot. And here he goes. He's on a rampage right now. He gets one more. No, Crack actually gets the team kill on replay. And Monkeys takes out Crack. This man is lucky.
Nah, he really is. He had a lot of help in that situation, but most importantly, he used that movement to stay alive. Nades are spawning up in 5 seconds. Question is, does Ronin know it? Monkeys may have his teammate behind him pick it up. Boom shot's going to be in 20 seconds. So let's see. Nades aren't picked up now. They're going to be off the board. Monkeys getting aggressive, trying to get some help. He's going to stay crouched in that cover so he doesn't take no shots from the new Goons players over the top ledge. And now, boom shot spotted up in 8 seconds. His teammates is grabbing kills. He got an empty boom in his hand. He's looking to pick up some more shells soon. Yeah, he's going to take his kills. This is going to be a Ronin boom shot acquired. Also, I didn't see any nade kills picked up yet either. He's effortlessly walking around this map, picking up these kills, and this is the confidence in which I was explaining to you, Bill, that we saw in Vegas, that he was able to bring the same confidence under the spotlight. The kid's just comfortable, and he's just sick and such a good addition to Ronin.
I think it's safe to say that Ronin definitely found the replacement that they were missing when Identips left.
Yeah,
this guy is a phenomenal player. He's not scared of any 1v1. He pushes every situation where he believes he can win a fight. And there's so much you can say about this guy. I was going to say he's great with power weapons, but from what we've seen so far, I mean, once he tweaks that style of his gameplay, I think he'll be a complete player, man.
You know what? I think he will as well, but that's just the learning curve of it all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe he goes back and watches this one and somebody, you know, translate for him. Because, you know, I even tried having a conversation. He speaks, you know, a little bit of English, but just the small words. You know, like I speak a little bit of Spanish, which I've been working on, you know?
Save your boom.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'm gonna figure out what that is in Spanish soon. So now you see new Goons, they have that weapon selection. Now it's like, okay, do we want to get rid of this boom, or are we liking the fight? They may be saying, hey, you know what? We want a few rounds off of that. This fight isn't too bad. We got a few quick picks. So, yep, just go for the secondary weapons. They agree with the block up top, which was a placement by Ronin, that's saying, hey, they don't want that extra commotion up top. Just let's focus on the fights down low. The easiest swap on a map like this is going to be the secondary. Also, swapping nades out for instants if you don't want to change up the fight too drastically. But the way you toss those nades, you can pick them up and toss them instantly. You're going to have some pretty deadly accuracy with those instants if you plan on tossing it from that direction. So nades is a viable choice in this the situation.
And just like that, we see a strategy where both teams send all 5 players over to Boom Shot. Chaos gets the Boom Shot in the smoke. He gets away, gets down and killed in the smoke by Crack. One player gets down by Explosive. Crack is unable to avenge him. And just like that, we see Cardia.
Oh, he backpacked his teammate. Sleeper got to go huge. That Boom's on the ground. He's getting crossed out. His teammate's going to throw nades just to protect it. That's one nade out. Didn't hit a second, but you see it? Oh, he's like, you know what, let me grab this real quick and go for it. Gets it down, but the quick revive, great communication by New Goons. Monkey's trying to bait out the Boom, trying to win the fight. Can't. Oh, actually, he trades it off.
He got the trade. That was beautiful.
Yeah, getting that out, that's good. That kind of stops the assault on the home hill, but it was a few players spawned up. So now New Goons is going to say, hey, you know what? We got a Boom Shot. They use their nades as well. Let's go for a little solid 2-cap. Now, it's still early on. At this point, you just want to kind of control your 2-cap and start counting down the clock to maybe when that next Boom Shot is spawned up. It's a 20-second respawn round. If you can chain together a few kills, then yeah, you can bring that pressure. But on a map like Impact, if you're don't have somebody in position close to that home hill, it's going to be hard to get that domination. But with 3 down, this is the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, so New Goons up 2 hills to 1 with the Boom Shot being used to take out 2 players. They're in a great situation. If they can go ahead and set up a perimeter after getting this last kill, we can pretty much see a domination.
Yeah, you see Adverse trying to get there. He actually wins that gunfight, touches that hill, resets it. Monkeys finds one elsewhere as well. So they're keeping this one alive. Monkeys is going to end up decapping the B hill. I believe Adverse brought him enough time to get there. Yes, he does. So this round will still continue to go. We got 22 seconds to nades and 23 seconds to New Boom Shot on respawn.
That was the right play that we saw right there. Cardia and his teammate, they were unable to get the triple cap. So rather than forcing the fight, they went ahead and they did a little retreat because it's extremely important that they save their lives. As Cardia, he tries to get a flank. He gets picked out. And yes, he definitely needs to get out of there. His Lancer fire comes rolling in. I'm not sure if he's going to get out of here alive, but he stalled long enough to get his teammates to spawn and set up around the map.
All right, nades and Boom are up. Nades get picked up by Ronin. And with Boom not being picked up, they got a great time frame to rotate it over. Boom's required as well. Ronin at the deficit. They're going to get these second set of power weapons. Let's see if they can make use of them. And that Boom Shot will be put to use. Home hill of New Goons being decapped. Reflame shooting from a distance.
That's it.
Not enough help in the area. Nobody's decapping B. Ronin ties it up 3-3.
How do you just let go like that? You have map control. You had Boom Shot. You had the players, and then you give it all away for domination.
So that comes down to the situation in which, you know, you have a full understanding of weapon respawn timers and when they're spawning up. After they got those consecutive kills and they got super aggressive on that home hill of Ronin, once they could not end the game, the call out should have came, hey, reset, back out, play your life, 20-second respawns, especially if you know that your team can't do it. But it was Adverse. He was the hero of that round for Ronin.
Yeah, let's see if New Goons can go ahead, take the lead, and hold on to it this time around. We see a new half right now. Power weapons are reset. Crack going ahead. He's forcing the 1v1. He gets a good first shot, backs up. He loses his player in the smoke. And this is not a fight that he's going to want to take. So he's going to go ahead and step back as Chaos gets a second teammate to roll around with a Lancer. Crack is unaware of that teammate. And there it goes. He points him out. He's in the 1v1. He gets taken out by Chaos. And one down for New Goons.
He just didn't get the chunk. He knew what Chaos was doing, and he was ready for it. But those are those type of risky situations in which you got to be careful about. Now you got Ronin filling themselves a little bit. They're going to get aggressive. Chaos pushing him to a 1v2 by himself. He probably regrets that engagement.
As Chaos, I mean, can't say it was a bad push. He was going ahead to advance for his teammates. He only expected one there, not two, which is pretty unfortunate for him. Reflame takes out the Adverse as he was taken out by Monkeys. Monkeys is on a slaying spree as Des Knight takes out both Crack and Critical.
Ronin is starting to heat up in this one. Monkeys getting some angles with map, and once again, folks, those power weapons are removed off the map, and the respawn timers are dropped down to 10 seconds, and we are going to get a new set of hills as well. So off the second half, the Boom Shot being placed on the tail end of the map, you know, that's viable. You know, we're starting to see impact. If Ronin continues to play like this, you know, it almost reminds me of Damn in a sense.
We see New Goons with their Lancer display. They're shooting as a team, but the question is, can they go ahead and slay with the best like Monkeys as they take out Des Knight and Monkeys, and they're at an advantage. So right now the key is for Exploits to win this 2v2 with his teammate to get this decap, because if they're able to do this, domination could be on its way as he gets taken out by Sleeper, and in a 1v2 situation, Reflame runs back.
Yeah, they got super aggressive on it, and you know that's just a great shot. I believe it was either sleeper or adverse. I forget who was the one that was up and the other one that was down, but great shot to get around the corner, get that chunk, revive your teammate, and he got up right away with full health. Nobody else was in a position to do anything, but that's one of those take it wide type of situations. Pull out that pistol very, very quickly and just start firing at the pile.
This is a beautiful moment as new Goons. They're up. There's 3 down by Ronin. Only one person protecting their home hill. They need to go ahead and win this 2v1 with support fire coming from across the map. They're able to get the domination clock running as 2 players from Ronin go ahead and they're trying to decap. They're unable to right now. Exploits has the meat shield. He gets knocked out. He pulls out a shotgun. Gets taken out by Desanai. Cardia takes out his own teammate and Crack gets a double kill. And just like that, domination is coming through.
New Goons to get round number 1. Ronin's going to end up placing that boom shot on the tail end of the map once again. That's the fight in which they were starting to win towards the later rounds of that. And, you know, I feel like Ronin, once again, they kind of picked this map for them to really get into their flow. I feel like this is one of their maps in which they feel like they need to practice more. And nothing better than use Fightnight to kind of work out those kinks when you have the pressure on your shoulders.
You said Ronin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought they were pretty spectacular at this map.
At Impact? You know, I have, out of all the times we've seen them on Fight Night, I've rarely seen them pick this
map. Yeah, I really like watching them play this map in Vegas. It was exciting. Exciting as hell. Because we saw them, they had a different play style in Vegas than what we see now. We saw a lot of secondary weapons. We didn't see them put out a lot of boom shots, but this might be, you know, their counter strat to go against other Latin American teams. Who knows? But Crack, he picks up the boom shot and he runs away. But it's pretty surprising to see the boom shot go down so early during the weapon drops.
Yeah, you know, you know what? Actually, to me, it's not that surprising because I've been telling teams that since season 1 is that you need to do this. You need to play to your team's strengths.
Yeah.
And those are fighting on the tail, like I said earlier, fighting on the tail end and fighting over there towards tables are 2 completely different fights. And so Ronin is setting up. And you know what? When I kind of compare the boom shot fight over there on the tail end compared to like the boom shot fight like on platform or down, I'm kind of curious on which one I feel may be better, you know? Of course, that's something that I would have to like personally kind of scrim and be in that situation to know that. But, you know, I'm kind of liking the placement.
It's Desanai. He has adverse crawling to him right now for the revive. He knows better than to pick him up because there's guns aiming right at him from the new Goons. Reflame trying to go ahead and get the kill. He was too late on the shot. Gets downed and taken out by Desanai as Desanai is able to get away freely with his teammate.
One of those situations in which you probably can't hesitate on, but Desanai had a right hand in that situation the whole time anyway, so it would have been difficult for him to get that kill. Now Cardia just staying alive. You see the points rising for Ronin. They're at the 100-point mark now, and they're just holding off. New boom shot got about 40 seconds till respawn. We'll see. You're gonna start to see this early rotation. Cardia just being annoying on the Ronin side of the map, but the angles that they got, next level.
There's no need to panic for hills right now. As boom shot, it will be set to spawn extremely soon. So these players need to fight for map control. This 1v1 will mean a lot as Desanai takes out exploits. E-Hill has been broken, but the question is, who will have the setup for the next boom shot?
All right. Desanai staying in this engagement. Gonna have a little cover fight. He's gonna get help. Most importantly, he stayed alive. He knows where he can get shot and not. You know, he quickly protected himself and got back in the fight, but that was an accidental hop. So he's just gonna keep hopping until he closes to his teammates since he kind of put himself in a bad situation. New boom will get picked up as well. That's gonna be in the hand of monkeys. So let's see how aggressive he wants to get with it. That neutral hill is going to get capped up for the side of Ronin. So out the second half, you got that neutral hill in a boom right next to it. It's gonna be very easy to control that one. Also, your home hill in this situation, it gives you some time to work with. It gives you an automatic height advantage as well when you have to go fight for that home hill.
Yes, with a triple kill opportunity, Monkeys takes out Exploits. All they need to do is protect at least one hill with their 2 cap. They're at 197 and 172, and everything is looking good on the side of Ronin. The question is, can they set up this perimeter and save at least one of their hills? Yes.
Here we go. You're gonna see
tied
up 4-4. You know, I almost want to say I expect Ronin to just pull away with the rest of these rounds and win this one out, maybe 7-4, 7-5, especially towards the second half. They've seen the look of New Goons. They've seen this fight plenty of times over the last 8 rounds, and I think they're gonna finally start to you know, be more in sync. They kind of got them figured out. In this side, we're gonna see this is usually the typical nade position. on the first half of the game, Naze was in a spot. Now they're looking to prioritize these Insins. And
Is that going to make a big difference?
There's going to be less of an impact, but at the same time, we wasn't really seeing New Goons really kind of fight for those needs as heavily as Ronin was in the first half as well. So Insins, even if Ronin picks him up, you're going to have to be extremely accurate with him. But, you know, you got Mr. Hot Hands himself, Desnite on the team, but he won't be playing in that position of the map. So we'll see what they can do.
25 kills from Monkeys. Phenomenal player that we saw in Vegas. Slaying out of his mind for Ronin. Not only in Vegas, but in tonight's Fight Night in the first map. This guy's been going absolutely huge with his shotgun. Exploits, he runs in, picks up the boom shot, and he runs away without even getting full red.
You know what? I like this. I like that boom fight. Probably way better than Daniel's boom fight. Now that I think about it, just because
there's more clarity to the fight.
Able to quick pick up that boom on cover too is pretty huge. Also, your teammates is able to have your back over the top. Like, you know, it's some serious sight lines fighting for it, and that's what you want. You like angles like that in those type of team fights because it gives you more opportunities to outsmart your opponents.
Yes, and as Exploits goes ahead and captures his home hill, he and Crack did the 2v1 to take out a Ronin player, Desnite. They're up 5-4. So with the boom shot, this is their shot right now to go ahead and get map control. They need to go ahead and clear off this 2v1 as he just is. He takes out Sleeper. They sit there with Lancers and pistols and set up. This will look extremely well for New Goons, which actually says live. You're the #2 Latin American team, and you're going against, you know, the best out there.
Yeah.
You really want to make an impression on their map pick.
Yeah, you know, you see on both teams, I feel like have been evenly matched so far. You know, I did just predict Ronin to kind of run away with this one. We'll see if that prediction is true, or if New Goons is going to shut me up and say, Blaze, stop talking. Shut up, Blaze. We got this one. But the score is still relatively even, and this boom should be coming up soon.
It's critical. He's trying to get out of the way as Lancer Fire downs him. He's in range of a teammate. His teammate's unable to pick him up. His Exploits as he gets taken out as well by Chaos. Chaos, a player that dropped 52 kills the first event for Season 2. He is absolutely amazing with his shotgun skills. Crack picks up a double kill. He stops the triple cap.
Yeah, he stopped that coming in. We got 13 seconds to this new boom is going to be spawned up. So if we take a look at our overhead map for a quick second, we're going to see kind of the setup that's over there. Let's look. Let's go over to the boom shot fight on the other side of the map. Definitely on board with Crack. All right, holding off strong.
Impressive 1v1, man.
Yeah, very. He's going to end up backing out of the situation. Boom shot's going to get picked up, so that's going to be in the hands of New Goons. Smoke's going to get tagged down as well. All right, let's see.
I like this play from Crack. Crack, rather than fighting a 1v1 that was unnecessary, you know, he backed up and gave his teammates a chance to have a teammate stay alive throughout that. Exploits, he picks up the boom shot, gets a double kill.
He got two quick ones. He's confused on where he wants to go. He's going to end up having a double back and try to help his teammates in this fight. But those are two booms in which, all right, what they're going to get some E control. They're decapping D. All right, this is two guys up the map. This is working for him. Crack may try to play his life in this one, but he's going to end up falling. But they lose their home hill in the same process as well.
So all of that was for nothing.
Once he shot those two booms, he needs to ask himself, what's the quickest hill I need to get to? You got to have faith that your teammates can win that 2v2 fight in which they have one guy down. He should have been helping his teammate over about where that B hill is and kind of fighting for home hills.
Yeah, the 1v1 between Chaos, he gets destroyed by Reflame. If you get the boom shot, so the thing is, if my teammate gets a boom shot, I'm taking myself out of every scenario where I can lose in a fight. I don't want to get down, I don't want to get chunked, I don't want to get killed in any way at all. So you need to back up, regroup with your team, and make a push with that boom shot. You have the biggest, most deadliest gun in the game in your hands.
Yeah.
And that's when you have to capitalize.
All right, here we go. Now, Reflame, he's taking damage. You see the points, pretty much a tie game. Only a slight point lead by New Goons. This D hill is going to be huge. One big 1v1 on who can cap up. Misroll comes out, but the question is, oh, he's not capping that?
What is going on?
He's not capping
what is going
that
on?
hill?
Run back.
Chaos.
He's killing everybody, but he can't cap his hill.
What's up, bruh? You know, they were in the 190s. But, like, even your thought process of, I need to make it to the other hill, no. Your only situation was after you won that fight, you cap the hill and you pray.
Yeah.
You pray E does not get decapped. And Yeah.
And you have a shot.
I don't know.
I mean,
You know, he'll watch this one back.
I mean, who are we? Just casters.
Nah, man, we. Oh man.
Chaos, man. I love you, but whew.
Yeah,
But listen.
we're just casters, Phil, right?
Exactly.
We're just good two old casters, you know.
I mean, I suck at
Making a
gears
life.
now, but
I still got a little juice in my
I'm just saying.
tank. You know, I still, when I get a few hours in, then it all starts to come back to me. But that first 2 hours, man, my thumbs is all over the place, all sluggish.
Are you impressed with the same setup and weapon placements as the first half?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And you know what? This map is looking like damn to me. It's looking like damn, and it's a team fight in which the teams feel comfortable in, you know?
It's pretty even.
So yeah, that's the one thing about escalation. Reflame, big double, big
Reflame,
triple.
Jesus.
Woo! Who's the hot one on the mic now?
Reflame. What was that? 5 in a row? 4 in a row?
All right, there we go. That was 3 in a row. That's the guy. All right, now they're gonna get aggressive. This is going to be 18-second respawn round, I believe, if not 16. And so, I can't do quick math. Definitely gonna be 16. So Reflame's gonna get aggressive. He's trying to put some pressure on a home hill. This hill is gonna be this hill is capped.
Ooh. Reflame.
Oh, all right.
I really loved how he played that. He set himself up to go ahead and just be a nuisance against Ronin.
Shut up, Blaze,
and it all paid off.
Okay.
6-4.
They said, shut up, Blaze. They said, what you thinking?
That was the MVP type of play.
That was good. You know what? He didn't even see the guy. I don't know. He might have heard him to his right,
I didn't even know him.
But his reactions were very quick on that one. Very quick on that one.
But it was the fact that he stayed persistent with the Lancer to shoot them in the back to give his teammates a fighting chance. That was huge because there was a huge team fight happening at that home hill, and probably without him downing that one player, that made all the difference. And now New Goons are 1 round away from taking Ronin's map pick away from him.
All right, let's see.
Marxist. Give it to my man Sleeper.
Yeah, that's gonna be key. So those secondaries, the way that they're playing with the boom on the tail end, those secondaries is gonna be a big factor because you really only have to dedicate one guy to the situation. And let's see, both teams are gonna get one. New Goons is gonna give it up. All right, so I want to see where this one guy is going to transition to. How many they're going to send for incense? They send one guy for incense. Okay, so Ronin, they need to assess. They need a guy who's marking. So this is looking like a 4v4 fight now. And yeah, there's going to be free incense for Reflame. He's able to get that one. Took a teammate out of the process. Oh, the side roll. The guy he blocked where he wanted to go. So that incense was on the ground. Not sure if he got picked up, but Sleeper managing to rotate himself back into a power position. And
everything is set in the hands of Ronin as they get 5 down. The Marks is in the hands of Sleeper. And has a boom shot been picked up? Yes, it's in Des9's hands. Ronin has everything that they need to go ahead and win this round. They take it back to 5-6. The question is, are they able to make a solid pitch in order to do that? Critical gets taken out with a boom shot, and Dezo with his teammates. The question is, can he use his boom wisely to make this final push?
All right, Dezo, he's being patient. You see the 2-hill advantage in favor of Ronin. And, they kind of going to have a little uphill battle in this one, especially with New Goons being on match point. Let's see what type of rotation they want to make. Definitely want to clear these guys out of the table. On this side of the map, it is feasible to do a home hill setup. Controlling D hill, controlling F hill, the home hills of both teams. We'll see. They're going to end up cleaning up 2 kills. And he got the boom shot with 1 shot in the chamber. Question is, does he feel like he should use it? Now you got to.
Pistol, young man.
Now you got to. The way that Crack got super aggressive on Chaos when he didn't need to, it's like, all right, well, because he thought about it. He's like, yeah, do I pull out my pistol? But his teammate dropped so early trying to hit that up A. But the dime does come out. He's trying to turn back to his home hill. The question is, does Sleeper make it in time?
Oh, split second. Sleeper get loose on the man. He gets taken out.
One pistol bullet away from New Goons closing it out. And Ronin they do have players. I believe this is their home hill. Question: this is a lot of players fighting that spawn. And yeah, this should be the home hill of Ronin. So that was Sleeper overextended on the other end of the map when he made that play.
Cardi with a sneak attack on Avers, being a sneaky beaver right now with the boom shot on his back. So will they set up for the next boom shot, or will they go ahead and go for the domination?
At this point, it's all about boom. It's all about boom. If your home hill is secure, make sure that you get yourself in position to get that. The NCN spawn up 30 seconds before boom. So, you know, if you're smart enough, you grab those instants and you try to rotate them back into position to get the boom shot. And hopefully you don't get pushed or you don't find yourself in a difficult situation in which you have to use it. But we do see him used there. And that is the new boom picked up by Crack. And he's going to have taken out his teammate as well in that one to protect that home hill.
Yes, Chaos with the kill. I just want you guys to take a second and look at what's on Chaos's back. The Ronin Lancer. Guys, if you guys don't notice, you can support your favorite teams by going ahead and purchase these Lancers. The shotguns, new weapon skins from Optic and Ghost are beautiful. But Ronin, they're going to go ahead and go for the domination. They're in a huge team fight where every kill matters. Adverse misses a shot. He's trying to, oh, he gets taken out by Exploit. This is a huge 1v1 for Monkeys as he takes the kill and the domination has come.
That round was one bullet. It wasn't even a second. It was 1 second or one bullet. But Sleeper was the star of that round for Ronin, able to decap that home hill of New Goons before that domination came through when he was 4-pointed. All right, let's see. Let's go out to hit the ground. We got blocks. And so now at this point, so since it only being 4 weapon locations on this map towards rounds 12 and 13, we see 2 different swaps happen. And also at the same time, taking into account is that you can't place the same weapon down twice. So once something gets removed and changed out in this type of situation, it's gone for the rest of the map. So typically you kind of use these on, if the boom fight wasn't working for you, boom, you take it off. Or you kind of just switch out those nades and switch out those secondaries to kind of burn that towards the end.
6-5, the question is, can New Goons, the number 2 Latin American team, actually upset Ronin on their map pick on Impact? The question is, can they win off of initial? We'll see. They've been pretty good at getting boom shot lately, so we're going to go ahead and see pretty much the same strat from both teams as they send 5 players on New Goons, 2 boom shot, and 1 player on Ronin to the nades.
All right, here we go. This is a big engagement for Ronin. We've seen before, Crack. The question is, can he get chunked over that wall? And yes, he can. Here comes Critical. He cleans up that kill. The commotion has started. The flanks coming in. Cardia's getting aggressive. They're going to get this guy down. But Cardia probably should have just pulled out that Lancers and focused on Monkeys to buy his teammates some time. And now Monkeys, last man alive, he gets that down as well. It came down pretty much to him in a 1v. Oh, actually, he's in him in a 1v2. If he goes big to save this boom shot.
There's no way. Okay, he gets taken out of 2v1 for his exploits. The boom shot has been picked up. 3 down still for Ronin. This is all for New Goons, not to get the domination, but to go ahead and get map control. They need to do the dirty work to get the domination. They have to go get the extra utility weapons to make sure that they set off a line so Ronin cannot advance.
And the one thing is that we need to be cognizant of is that it's 20-second respawn rounds.
Yes.
And these home hills are a little bit closer to each other than off the first half of the map. So New Goons is in a position where, especially with this boom shot, but they're actually getting pressured by Ronin. And this is actually pretty good because this pressure by Ronin is forcing these guys to move back. This is buying Ronin time to get the rest of their players off of respawn and to get set up. And they're also picking up kills as well. So at this point, your boom shot guy has to be on strictly defense. You keep him on defense to pick up a few of these kills, protect the home hill. By the time everybody comes off those respawns, maybe you can test for a new boom shot. But I don't see a domination really happening in this one unless the key fights can be won on E.
There goes Monkeys in the adverse. They went in to go ahead and get D-Hill. Monkeys takes out Cardia. Cardia was unable to clutch the 1v2 situation. Yes.
Yeah, they allowed Ronin to suffocate him, but now you see Ronin with the pressure on the other end of the map. By Ronin staying, you know, Ronin was being, they were being a fake aggressive too.
Adverse put in work right now. You nasty boy.
Wow.
Adverse wins the huge 1v1 against Critical.
Yeah.
To go ahead and get the domination.
They were
6-6.
They were fake aggressive.
Yeah.
They were fake aggressive, and Goons took that bait.
Yeah.
You know, Ronin knew they had boom shots, but Ronin put just enough pressure and had just enough Lancer fire where it backed New Goons up, and then they started thinking, right? And so I always say a lot how you need to be very reactional when you're playing this game, but these guys were just thinking too much. And
smart.
By the time they actually even developed a thought, Ronin had pushed down low, took control over E, and started putting that pressure through the spawn. So we'll see if anything changes in this round. I definitely considering the secondary is going down. Yep, secondary's off. Shot grenade. Hey, we'll see what happens with it. This is round 13, folks.
For the
New Goons
bread.
versus Ronin.
It was pretty smart. The fight wasn't at home hill. the fight was actually in the middle.
Yeah.
And Ronin found a way to cut off the boom shot from saving his two teammates.
Bro, boom guy, man, you just gotta...
You gotta step up, man.
You gotta be quicker. You gotta be quicker than
What
that.
you doing with your life, baby? All right, smoke grenades going out. Boom shot in the middle of the map. Designite going against X-Boys and Crack 2v3 right here at the face of the boom shot. The question is, who will get the first kill? The spawn timers are slowed down, so this is essentially execution. It's two players from New Goons. They're taking out Crack and Reflame on the recount timer. Critical, you have to get away and help out your teammates. Chaos gets 2 kills, and just like that, it is looking extremely well for Ronin as all 5 players are dead.
Yeah, that was a choke if I've ever seen one. Battle.
Oh, yeah.
You put 3 guys pressured up on that wall before a boom shot. My question is, where's your guy over the top, right? That was the difference in the setups between New Goons and Ronin. And your guy over the top should be able to stop the pushes of anybody who's getting aggressive to your side of the map. I believe that was probably one of the Ronin members. They got super aggressive.
No way.
They pushed across heavy.
So great, which is why I'm a huge fan of this New Goons team, because there wasn't just one person that stood out to me. It was everybody. Everybody did the dirty work. Everybody did their best to go ahead and try to slay, but more. I want to see more. I want to see them throw out more lancers and shoot for their teammates. 1v1s, Reflame was disgusting, but I want to see someone else really step up, which is what we'll see here on Stern.
All right, let's see. And when we take a look at the overhead map for our new viewers, you see Stern, you see Winch on your map. Those are some of your 2 key spots. It's going to be a big fight going down between the 2 of them. Now, Dezo, he's going to be the front spine. He's going to be looking to get an engagement, and I believe it's going to be against Crack, but he saw that fight. Even with right-hand advantage, he chose to back up and get with his teammates. They were able to fight and get that small little wide position in order to force those players out and take height advantage, and now they're just trying to suffocate the players from New Goons.
Now that's how you play as a team. Ronin, they called out that there were 2 people at Winch and 1 at Stern, so just like that, they went ahead and rotated and used their numbers for a 3v1, take control of the top of the map, which is extremely important because if you control that Stern and Winch area, you're able to lancer down around the whole map to help out your teammates.
Now, Cardia, they're pushing towards dockside. Sleeper's going to be waiting for him. It's Cardia. It's Crack. They're going against Sleeper. Sleeper said, Cardi, who? Who? Crack? Ooh, straight from right in front of him. He gets help over the top. Like,
That was beautiful.
that was flawless.
That was beautiful.
That was a flawless 1v2.
The fact that he stayed alive.
He figured out where was my first kill, which one is the easy one, right? He went right to the back lines, took out Cardia. His teammate got in position to get the pistol shots on the guy with the meat shield as he was reloaded. You saw the little strafe, the little jiggle left to right. He was trying to line up that one shot so he can probably try to chunk him through that meat shield or go for the headshot. Like, those are the situations in which you don't lose. And, you know, you see something like that and you ask yourself, well, what would I have done differently? Where would I have stood not to put myself in a spot to get up A the way that I did? And, you know, we've seen teams get clutched up on because of little small positional errors like that. You know, Gears of War is a third-person game, guys. There's a slight advantage when you have that right hand. You know, and once you put so much time in, you got to understand what your spacing should be in those type of engagements.
Hammer Burst were placed on the dual spots, which will be an extremely important weapon if you win your Winch and Stern fight, because you can shoot down on the map, like I've said before, with this powerful secondary weapon. So we're going to see a 2v2 scenario at the Winch between Ronin and New Goons. Questions, who can go ahead and get the first kill? There's gunfire going through the smoke. Adverse has been taken out by Critical. Chaos is down, but the questions, can Desnite go ahead and revive him? No, he's in a 1v1 of his own. He gets cleaned up by Cardio. Excuse me, Cardia.
That's what you need to do. You're thinking about the cardio that you did not do this morning.
I'm trying to get right for the next event, man. So, Cardia, right now he's playing the first line of defense. He has a shotgun now. He's ready to chunk anybody that comes up for this home hill cap. As his team goes through the domination, he gets one down, which was extremely big. He did not have to push that as he's taken out by Sleeper. And Ronin, they have a fighting chance again.
Yes, they survived that round in which a few players kind of died early on. But when you have players down there that are so good at controlling docks, you saw Ronin, they lost some of their players up top. They brought that extra man down low towards that B hill so they can push through and get control, extend the round out. It's only 12-second respawn as well. Crack, he's very aggressive. took a lot of damage, and now he's stuck in a spot in which he may get angled out. He's just trying to wait till he gets that health back, kind of back roll to his teammate, put himself in a more favorable position. Exploit's trying to put some pressure on the flank, yeah, but not working out for him. So Crack survived, but his teammate is the one that's going to end up dying for him. The question is, can he stay alive? No, he cannot.
Okay, this is my problem with new Goons. I see what they're trying to do, but just the timing is off. Maybe it's communication. Maybe they just need to be patient a little bit. The flank was a great idea, but there was obviously a guy watching down from the top of the map. You have to keep an eye on that. You have to have top map control. You have to make sure that if you're going to make big plays like that, you have to stay alive and not get Lancer down so easily.
It was almost like the play was called, but not everybody was on the same page at once, you know?
Yeah.
Not everybody pushed in unison, and that's a very important thing, especially when those call-outs do come out on the fly. You guys heard me. You know, I'm always preaching on Fight Night that if your teammate makes a call-out, even if it's a bad call-out, majority of the time, you still got to commit to it and just yell at them afterwards for making a call-out, you know? But you'll never know if it worked if you didn't commit to the call-out. So, unless some more obvious situations, you had to push straight into a guy who had a boom shot, you know?
This is the difference, man. Lancers out, team fire. Like I've always said, man, you gotta know your ABCs. You gotta always be crossing, man, because on a map like this that's so open and big.
ABCs?
Yeah, ABCs,
Accurate,
man.
bouncing and crossing?
Yeah, something like that. Don't bounce too much.
I came up with it on the fly.
It was cute. But you always have to be shooting for somebody in this game, man. In this game, once you get control of Stern or Winch, that's a W in my hand. I mean, my books. Because you're able to just support everyone around the map. Monkeys and Chaos, when they were running around together, Chaos had a shotgun out, Monkeys had his Lancer.
Yep.
Okay, Monkeys, we know that he's a great slayer, but he knows that his teammate has a higher percentage chance of winning this fight if he's able to damage the guy from afar.
And instead of making him a great slayer, it makes him a great player.
Exactly.
And that's what you need, and that's what makes top players on knowing what's the right weapon for the situation and where should I be in a situation and what's priority. What heal's priority, what teammate is priority. Because you can't help all your teammates sometimes. Some of your teammates are just screwed, you know? It'd be nice if you can help everybody, but it doesn't work that way.
Cardia to your right. Cardia sees a 1v1. He snuck up on Adverse, gets a one-shot, and puts his team up to an advantage with that kill. Exploits gets the, excuse me, the incendiary nades as he takes out Sleeper. And the huge 1v1 is Cardia takes out Dezo. And this is looking really good for New Goons. The question is, can they properly get map control now and shut down Ronin?
Yeah, it's going to come down to the home heal of Ronin, but this is where Cardia, he backtracks, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, let's look at overhead real quick. Let me see the overhead map. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, so he just backtracked to clear it out. I was going to say, was it possible for him to overextend, but he cannot. And now he's going to end up losing this engagement. And so, yeah, you know, he made the right play back it up now.
Oh my gosh, Adverse, 1v1 after 1v1. He gets 2 kills straight. It's full red, but he pulls out the Lancer to go ahead. He's trying to weaken a guy who gets taken out by Monkeys. Great team fire. Adverse, he's feeling himself. He's pushing the flank for another teammate. His Exploits is caught in a 1v3. He's able to down Adverse, but the question is, can he get the kill? You can't win a 1v2, just try to get the kill.
Yeah, he was trapped between four Ronin players.
Make the dive and pull that trigger, man.
And they all had their swords out as well. So now Sleeper keeping these Blue Goon players in their spawn, being patient. And so the B heal is now starting to be capped up. You hear the trigger for the domination. Now all these players got to run into this wall of Ronin members, and they just cannot get through it.
It wasn't happening.
You know that B heal's getting capped up, so you just gotta, you know, from their perspective, they're trying to see how many of their teammates can spawn up before it's time to push. How many members can we get up before we have to rush this one, and so that they can rush it together. But still, the defense from Ronin was just too strong on top of their home hill. Now I like seeing long range weapons in the spot, you know, snipers, M-bars, you know, torque bows. Actually any of the power weapons in the spot is very useful.
Drop shot is really smart for this map.
Yeah. You know what? Surprisingly, the boom shot is the least effective on my list. And you know, everybody's like, yo, it's a boom shot. How is it least effective? But, you know, when it comes down to the sight lines, from standing on top of that stern, you can see the home hills, mid-map rotations, and it's only so much that boom shots can kind of do in that angle. You know, so drop shots, torque bows, snipers, M-bars, those are the weapons in which you want to look at, and you need to decide what's best for your team and what should you put down on top of that stern.
Kicking things off on round 4, we have a 2v2 at winch game with one person at the stern. The question is, Critical entering, he's emptying pistol fire into nothing, just smoke grenades, but he's in a 1v1. Let's see if he can go ahead and take out Adverse as 3 players on Ronin takes out another 3 on New Goons, and just like that, 4 down. Ronin has the advantage. They're gonna go ahead and try to get this triple cap. Reflame. Question is, can he stay alive for long? Monkeys is putting out a lot of Lancer fire along with Desnite. He wastes 2 incendiary nades without taking one out, and he finally gets down and taken out.
Dang,
With the Y, but don't do it
as well. You see the drop shot being utilized over the other half of the map, and just, you know, hey, Reflame, you know, it happens to the best of us, fam. You know, but the fact is that he felt like, the fact that Desnite felt like he had enough time to whoop him up on top of that hill, it just shows a lot of where his mindset is. Exactly, he's confident in his team.
Running found their groove.
Leafer. He's holding his angle, understanding his shot. He knows that the guy bounces in, he's going to bounce into the sideline as well. Not whipping that around, staying steady.
But look how aggressive he's being right now. He's pushing every 1v1 imaginable, and he's winning all of them. Every single one of them. I hope, okay, the Castle Curse did not apply here. So, domination. Ronin, they found their groove, Blaze.
When Sleefer running around feeling himself, that's when you know that this is a wrap for you.
And it works for Ronin, and that's why they were extremely successful in Vegas. When Sleeper had his weapons in his hand, and you had Chaos and Monkeys and everyone doing their own thing, it was sexy. It was beautiful to watch. These guys, they were flawless, running around maps and just destroying top teams.
You know, I feel like this, I feel about this Ronin roster the same way I feel about an Optic roster, that any of these players can go off and they really don't have a weak link, you know?
Yeah.
you see Monkeys and Desnite, they got least kills, but it doesn't matter, especially when you're 4-0, like, none of that really does matter. You know, they're having a good time, and the rest of their teammates is picking up slack, you know? Even if you're not in a role that's considered to be a main slayer, which is those spawns 1, 2, and 3, you know, still, you know, you go out there, you put in that work.
Yeah, and they're just so dominant in 1v1s right now. Kraft was taken out by Adverse, but Cardia, he answers back, getting a kill to help out his teammate. The drop shot was picked up by Reflame, so this is New Goons' chance to go ahead and try to get an advantage for the first time ever on this map.
All right, NCMs get picked up by New Goons. They have 2 drop shots left. They're gonna pass this one off.
That was nice.
And there you go.
Sharing is caring.
You know, that's one thing about, you know, weapon swaps. They're love. Was it weapon swaps in UE?
No, wait.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think it was weapon swaps in UE.
No, UE was, it was remade from Gal 1. It was old school, so we had to pick up a random weapon to drop.
Did we have wall cancels in UE?
No.
Okay, yeah. I still wanted the weapon swaps. Weapon swaps was cheap, you know?
Yeah.
And then follow me back to the Hammerverse and drop off the snipe.
we come a long way, Blaze.
That drop shot actually bounced off his chest.
And hit him.
Yeah, it bounced off his chest. And now we see him Ronin slowly start to, pull away with this one. That's 4 members down of New Goons.
X-Boys pushing 1v1. This man is hungry, but he's full. As Adverse goes ahead and bodies him. I mean, this Ronin, they're looking extremely strong right now. They're winning the majority of their 1v1s. All their 50-50s is going in their favor. Their team fire is on point. The question is, what does New Goons need to do? They get the power weapons, but they don't capitalize off of it. As you saw, the guy had a drop shot and he was in a 1v1 scenario.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be there.
You gotta kind of look back, and this is one of those situations where you need to make sure you watch your film, you watch your footage, and you need to say, all right, well, what could I have done differently? Why did I, could I have pushed? Could I have stayed alive? Maybe it's a communication thing. That guy could be making mistakes, but he's thinking that he have different intel. He may have different intel than what we may think he have. It's a few different things in what can go wrong, but there's plenty of different ways for them to correct it.
I mean, watching film is everything. This New Goons team, they're far from bad. I feel like they have a lot of potential, a hell of a lot of potential. But there's small things they have to pick up on. If we're going to have a team fight at Stern, make sure there's no one at winch. It's just the small things.
Or at least make sure somebody's watching it.
Exactly. And that's why they lost the fight right there. So if they can pick up on those small things and actually excel and progress from that, then this team would actually be a threat. Because... Chaos, Jesus. Puerto Rican Thunder with 4 kills straight. There we go. Chaos, just an absolute animal as Ronin gets.
From this day forward.
Their 5th round.
From this day forward, I'm calling him Puerto Rican Thunder.
Puerto Rican Thunder.
Yep. The rest of this whole cast, his name is Puerto Rican Thunder.
Like, I mean, they're dancing in the middle of the map right now. They're not taking them serious. If I'm new Goons, you can't get tilted. Like I said, you have a ton of potential. Even though it's 5-0, it's call me crazy, but it's closer than it looks.
You know, actually,
I mean, they're getting smacked in 1v1s and all, but it's missed opportunities, which is why I'm saying it's closer than it looks. Because they will go into fights and not watch, you know, certain, like Winch, for example, and they blew a 3v3 because of that. They get drop shot, and they're forcing 1v1s to drop shot. So you're in good situations, but you don't capitalize off of it.
yeah.
That's the thing. They looked more organized last map, and I want to see them practice and get better at maps like this.
And that's true, but in this map so far, New Goons has, to me personally, they haven't done anything to make my eyebrow even rise an inch, you know?
I see potential, Blaze.
It is. You know, it was crazy potential in that first map. Don't get me wrong, like, these players are talented, but for you not to be able to, like, let this one pull away, this is their map pick.
Don't do it, Chaos. Don't. Come on, man. See?
New Goons picked this map, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is their map.
Nah. This Ronin's a map now.
You might as well just let them pick the whole cycle and give them Cog as well.
I mean, why run out of spawn?
You know, that's just Ronin pulling away with it. And New Goons, they feel it.
6-0 Ronin. Hey, this team got top 3 for a reason. For a reason. And the fact that we're saying top 3, it's not like they've never been at the top before.
Yeah.
Season 1.
Second place.
Second place. So these guys know what it takes to get there.
But so, like, okay, so even with my logic before Vegas, especially when it applied to Fable, I said teams that beat Optic Gaming had a new swag about them, right? They had a new confidence about them. That was my theory of it. All the teams who ever took a map off of Optic Gaming had always had this vibe about them where they built their confidence. In this situation, Ronin beat those boys.
No, they beat that.
They mopped the floor with them, all right? And so Ronin's saying, hey, you know, we were close. They got that confidence about them again. You know what I'm saying? They feeling good. They shooting straight. They eating good. And it's showing.
Push the 1v1. Let them know you the man,
Get him,
Adverse.
Adverse.
You on
He's gonna
stream,
go
baby.
for it.
Get him. There we go. Adverse with the 1v1 cardia. Daddy's home. Just like that. 7-0 Ronin.